Hello, everybody. It's your friend Wade Perry with the Perry Properties Group of Lux, Denver, where we are working with neighbors and creating community. Welcome to Real Estate Insights. We're going to talk about a word today, a word that, quite frankly, gets a bad reputation, unnecessarily, and it tends to cause a little bit of panic in the public sometimes. What is that word? The word is recession. Now, I'm here to tell you that recessions are not bad, and quite frankly, they are healthy, they are needed. And today I'd like to share with you exactly what is a recession. I'll give you an analogy to help you understand more clearly how it operates within our economy and why it's healthy. And then I'll share with you how real estate has performed in past periods of recession. So let's get right into it. A recession is defined as 2 consecutive quarters or 6 months of declining economic activity. Now, the media will talk about 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. Well, GDP is just economic activity, and negative, we as Americans, we love positive, we love growth, we love bigger, stronger, faster. So negative, well, that should be the opposite. So recession must be bad. Well, that's not necessarily the case. Let me share with you where we are as an economy right now. In the fourth quarter of 2018, the economy grew at a rate of 2.6%, a very, very good number for an economy the largest in the world being the United States. Let's just say then that if in the first quarter of 2019, GDP comes in at 2.5% and then 2.4% for the second quarter, technically we would be in a recession. But our economy would still be growing at 2.4%, which is fantastic. Ask yourself, what is the number? If the number is still above, say, 1.5%, that's a good number. If it's above 2%, that's a great number. So we are in a great place right now, and I believe we will continue to be in a great place for the remainder of this year, despite maybe having a technical recession. So let's talk about an analogy that helps you understand this, and I'm going to refer to your thermostat on the wall of your house that controls your furnace or your air conditioner. So let's say that we're now in winter, and your thermostat is set to 68 degrees. Well, when the temperature falls to, say, 66, it's going to send a message to the furnace saying, hey, we got to heat up, we got to get going, and as a result, the furnace will start to work, and the temperatures will rise. Well, when the temperatures get to about 70, then the thermostat's going to say, shut it off, let's cool it down, and it's going to drop until it gets to, say, 66, and the cycle continues. Now, I wish the economy would be in such a tight range of always being in a healthy spot, but that's not going to happen. But the picture I want you to have is this, that the recession would be when the temperature goes from 70 to 66. And why it's important and why it's healthy is that if the temperature kept on going up, if the economy kept growing and growing faster and faster, well, at some point, we go past 68, past 70, we go all the way to 98 degrees because nowhere did it shut off. Well, at some point, the furnace is going to break. And then we're going to have a really big problem, especially in winter. And the same thing would happen to the economy, would actually lead to a depression. So a brief period of cooling off is very, very healthy long-term for the economy. Embrace it. Just always pay attention to what is the number. So let me follow up with, what does recession mean for real estate? In 4 of the last 5 recessions, real estate values have gone up. That's right. 4 of the last 5. The one time that it didn't was the Great Recession, which was caused by very relaxed lending standards. And if you're not quite sure what that means, go watch the movie The Big Short. Great, great movie. Tells the story perfectly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today's segment. If you have other topics you would like us to cover in Real Estate Insights, things that you're unsure of, things you want to know more about, I promise you somebody else out there is wondering the same thing, and we'd be happy to address it. This is Wade Perry with the Perry Properties Group of Lux, Denver, where we are working with neighbors and creating community. Remember, it's a great life.